Good evening, Knox County. I'm Snow Beetle, and you're not. Welcome back to Project Zomboid, New Players Survival Guide Edition, Farming Confessions. Stick your green thumb where the sun shines. That's right, I'll be streaming Project Zomboid every day until Build 42 comes out. Welcoming to this stream, Smarty and Michelle. Glad to see you both here as always. As well as Wattman Forever. Hello, hello. Looks like I'm early today. Yeah, it's kind of weird because with the whole daylight savings thing, everybody else changes. Arizona doesn't. So I'm still streaming at my same time, but you guys get me an hour earlier, I believe. Green Spider is here as well. Welcome, welcome. And Matthew Penny, howdy. Glad to see everybody showing up. Always reliable. Always on time or early. Let's load this one up. So I've decided, I don't remember if I mentioned this last time. I'm just going to go through the skills in order on the skill list in the game. So we did carpentry, cooking. Now we're going to do farming. I'm just going to go down the list. Wildman Forever says, "Oh, I didn't know that. That's really interesting." Oh, okay. Yeah, so it seems to be working out for some people as far as me being on a little bit earlier, which is cool. Eventually, when I figure out the job situation, I don't know what my new schedule will be, but hopefully it won't be too far off. Otherwise, I will have a different audience, I guess. I don't want to lose anybody live, but real life gets in the way. We'll see what happens. But you're in luck. So far, nobody wants to hire me, so I'm here. Admiral Rex, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. And Bad Sad. Wow, Bad Sad's here early too. Welcome, Bad Sad. Yeah, if any of you haven't checked out Bad Sad's channel, I recommend it. I have such, I guess we all have such limited time. I can't play on everybody's server. Bad Sad has some great servers, but I just don't have time to play them. I try to put servers on rotation, but it's one of those things when I see one that I really want to play, it's hard for me to go play a different one. Maybe someday I'll be independently wealthy and I can just play on server after server, day in and day out, and keep playing every server. That would be awesome. Matthew Penny says, "All the best wishes in the job search. I'll be online regardless. And we'll support you even if it's through watching live streams. All good, sir." Oh, thank you so much. I truly appreciate the support and kind words. I heard a weird sound. Should probably try to get her to take a bath today, too. Quite a mess. Pat said, "Don't worry about that, Snow Beetle. They're not special. Just my little zombie apocalypse." But you're so thorough in setting everything up. You fix things when they break. So much variety between... Is it 2 servers or 3 servers now? I want to say 2, but seems like you have like a test server too. Okay. So let's look at this. Review where we're at. Lady Snow Beetle alive 1 month, 17 days, 23 hours. Zombies killed 936. Axe is currently the favorite weapon. What is our axe looking like? Do I even have one on me anymore? Probably broke it. Oh, there it is. It's almost broken. And then skills. We're already at Carpentry 6, which is pretty good. We did learn a bunch of cooking last time and earlier from the TV show on the last episode. So we're going to do farming today. We're at 0. So farming confessions. The reason I decided to call it that was I always try to find fun or funny, interesting names for the episodes, but it's kind of true because there are kind of a few different ways to farm in Zomboid, and it really depends, just like on everything else I share, what your preferences are, how you like to play the game. Um, for example, the first thing that comes to mind is our good old friend Apache that helps me out all the time. I'm pretty sure Bullet Bait and Mr. Sime and others that do farm, actually I think Bullet Bait just eats canned food. But sometimes they have to farm too, if it's rare loot. But anyway, Apache does this to where, at least this is my perception, he will plant as much food as he can. He doesn't really care about, not that it looks bad, but he's not going for aesthetics. He's trying to grow as much food as possible so that he can harvest it, replant, and just constantly have too much food so that he never runs out. Even if it spoils and rots, it's okay. But it's not a bad strategy because you're always going to have food. It's a lot to handle, but it's just a grind like anything else. Bad Set says 3 servers. 2 are quite similar though. One has Horde Knights and higher population. One is for beginners. No infections, low population, high loot. And the last one is similar to the first one. Okay. Just without Horde Knights. Gotcha. Yeah. I like there being beginning servers available because it's hard to find them sometimes. So I'm glad that you provide that. I remember I liked playing on the first one you did. What do we have to eat anyway? Speaking of food. Oh yeah, we have the evaporated milk still. How much is in there? Oh, barely any. Oh, that's right. I made all this food last time. Excellent. What's our weight looking like? 80. We can get that up. Let's, I guess we'll eat one at a time. We don't need to get our weight up. 80 is fine. Don't have a microwave yet, so we'll throw the bowl in the oven. See, she's already getting hungry just thinking about it. The peckish noodle popped up. So, basically you can farm at high volume. High production, high volume, and that's cool. I'm kind of the other end of the spectrum to where, I guess there'd be 2 ways, 3 ways total, but I tend to try and set up a garden if I have time for it to be aesthetically pleasing, kind of a cool place to hang out. Not necessarily a Zen garden, but a nice one that, gives some immersion in the game. And then another way I will farm, which I guess I'm kind of doing on the Mutantverse server, Sneaky Pete server, is don't want to burn my suit. I will farm so that it's just enough to eat, basically. Like, I don't want to be taking care of a farm full time, so I just plant enough to feed me, and then when I harvest it, I plant more. So those are the 3 ways, and then there's things about spacing the crops that we'll go over, and then you can get into the real fine details when you get higher in farming levels, to where you kind of, I don't want to say game the system, but you learn how like fertilizer works and compost and all that, to where you can harvest things quicker, and you get more information about the crops, take care of them with pesticides and stuff like that. The Virtually Addicted, welcome, welcome. Bad Set says, oh wow, your channel is blooming like crazy. So cool. Close 600. I'm getting there. After I hit 500, it kind of really feels like it took off to me. It seems to be getting faster and faster. So thank you for that. I am also happy about it. All right, so we'll put the bowls in here. What seeds do we have? I know I got some. I always forget it. The gardening. I think we have carrots and cabbages, and that's it. Should probably put some of this stuff away, but I'm not going to do it right now. It's daytime, so let's go take a look at the backyard. Actually, let me see what I have in the. Maybe I have more in the van. Did I park in here? No. Oh, that's right. I left by the door. No gardening there. And then once you get, proficient, more carrots. Yeah, we got enough. We're also going to take the gardening spray can and the empty watering can. Um, Once you get proficient at regular farming, there are so many farming mods. Sprouts comes to mind, that make it to where there's so much cool stuff you can do, like fruit trees, and um, you can grow other crops that you can't in vanilla, like corn. What else? Eggplants. Eggplants are a good one. But I'll try to stay away from the mods. Or talking about the mods, we'll focus on vanilla. So you got to choose a good place for the farm or garden, whatever you want to call it. And I don't think I have a trowel on me, so we'll just use the shovel. You could use a trowel or a shovel. I don't know if it tells us all of the tools we can use. Let's see. For digging furrows. I guess it doesn't. I know the shovel works. I know the trowel works. I was wondering if, like, you could do it with a hand fork. You could also do it with your hands. See here how it says dig furrow? Well, if we put the shovel down, and then we try it, it says dig furrow with hands. Now it says next to it, when you highlight it or hover over it, may injure your hands. So if you absolutely want to get crops in the ground and you don't have a shovel or a trowel, you can do it with your hands, but you're going to risk injuring them. To be honest, I don't know if the gloves would protect your hands. They might, but I don't know. It seems to be like a random chance that you're going to injure your hands. But you can do it if you really want to. Usually it's better just to wait, because if you injure your right hand, it's going to limit your ability to swing your weapon and stuff like that. So it's not really worth it, um, unless it's an emergency. And the other thing is, when you dig furrows with shovels and trowels, there's a chance you can get worms. So not as in being sick with worms, as in pulling them out of the ground. Um, so uh, they can be used as a food source. So I suppose if you're starving to death and you don't have a tool to dig with, it might be worth digging your hands to get worms if you're really starving. But it would have to be a pretty dire situation, probably on a very hardcore server, which may not be for the intended audience. Let's see. Welcome the virtually addicted. Admiral Rex says farming has at least 3 versions, determined by how much water is available. That's a good point. Whether you have refrigeration, and if you are playing multiplayer or single player. Hand fork digs furrows, says Admiral. Okay, good. Good to know. So, let's talk about those things Admiral mentioned. How much water is available? So technically, we don't have like a river or a lake right by us. So we have to rely on rain and whatever is in the houses. So that's a good point. Farming here is, I guess I'd say it's a little more difficult than farming by a river or a well or something like that. But it's not impossible. And uh, obviously, you. Okay, how about now? I had to stop OBS and start it again. I don't know why this is happening every stream now. I actually am running tonight. I'm running another, kind of watching a stream on mute, just to get them some traffic, but I'll do that later. Let me end that. I don't think it'll help. There's nothing wrong with my speed. I do a speed test every time before the stream, but I'll shut that stream off, see if it helps. Looks better, says Matthew. Little girl, for farming, the following crops can be safely planted outside and left for the rain. Cabbages, potatoes, tomatoes, broccoli. These crops do not have a water ceiling. All good, says little girl. Oh, little girl's referring to like with carrots and radishes. You may want to plant them inside to keep them from getting overwatered and getting mildew. I think that's what little girl's talking about. Yes, it looks like the stream's okay. So we'll dig a few furrows to get started. And again, you can plant them wherever you want. I try to make them look pretty. So I'll put one here. I'll do a combination of looking pretty and spacing them out. So if I really want to make it look aesthetically pleasing, this is what let's get rid of this. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I would do this. And of course, this is just personal preference. Can I not do it here? I would need a sack, I guess. I usually will collect dirt to make the ground, like the whole plot, look like dirt instead of just furrows on grass, because that's not very realistic in my opinion. Do I even have any empty sacks? I don't think I do. It would be under E. I'm probably overthinking it, but I'm just going to share what I do here. I really don't have any empty sacks. Probably wouldn't be any nearby either. Oh, were there some in the Gigamart? I think there were. I guess I don't need to do it, but I kind of want to. That's correct. Little girl's talking about carrots and radishes. I hate farming radishes because they only give you 2 hunger points, but if you're starving and those are the only seeds you have, it's better than nothing. You can also plant in sand, plant on a roof, and plant indoors. Right. In fact, now that you're both talking about indoors and the roof, doing the dirt, it is worth going to get an empty sack because I can only demonstrate it if I have them. Just double check I don't have one hiding in here somewhere. Doesn't look like it. Let's go get them. It'll only take a minute or so. Did I miss anybody in the comments? Doesn't look like it. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, let me know. We really just need like 1 sack, but I don't know where else to get them than the grocery store or like produce buildings, so we'll go back to Gigamart. A little girl, I almost always exclusively plant on the upper floors so that zombies won't trample them. That's good. Let's talk about that. I always wondered if zombies could trample them. I've never noticed damaged crops from zombies, so if the zombies trample them, what happens to them? Do they die? Do they yield less? Do they get diseases? How do you know they've been trampled? Because it probably happened to me and I just didn't see it. I don't know why I'm carrying the shovel. I don't want to fight with it. So we'll talk about rooftop gardens. We'll talk about indoor ones. Thought I heard something hitting my fence. Guess I'm just hearing things. It becomes trampled by Zeds and is counted as dead. Really? I'm gonna have to remember. Let's start clearing these guys out. They're in my way. Where's the axe at? Don't start buffering, YouTube. You're killing me. Sorry about the lag, guys. I don't know what the deal is. You know what? I'm going to run a speed test right now because I don't understand why it's doing this midstream when it was so good at the beginning. Apologies for the delay. It only takes like, I don't know, 30 seconds or a minute to run this. I mean, download speed is showing over 900. Let's see what upload speed looks like. I think with upload speed, you really only need like 35 or something, and I always way over that. It's showing over 100 already, and it just started the test, so it's not my speeds that are the problem. I don't know what's causing it. Let me see if I can clear it with OBS again. Okay. Maybe next stream, because right now I have the stream latency set to ultra low so that you guys get more real-time communication with me in the chat. I might switch it to low latency next time to see what happens. I don't want to do it, but I don't know what else the problem could be. Admiral says, I've seen trampled crops, but I don't remember the details. I seem to recall it has special description when you inspect them. Oh. Little girl says, it's more obvious with the tomato plant since the texture of a trampled tomato is the support pole snapped in on the ground. Really? Can't believe I've never seen that before. Only one guy followed. Weird. They're probably all hanging out by my van. Oh, maybe not. They didn't even see me. It does have a different description when inspected. Cool. Maybe I'll have to look it up online so I can see it, because it's going to take a while to grow crops on a solo play stream. Because it's not, time isn't advancing like it would multiplayer. Which is probably what Admiral was alluding to, talking about farming being different on solo player, single play versus multiplayer. Because when you're offline on multiplayer, anytime the server is going or active because other players are on it, your crops are still growing. So you really have to pay attention. Otherwise, if you don't play for a couple days and you come back, your crops may have already grown, matured, gone to seed, and died. Because so much time has passed. When in solo play, it stops right where you logged out, so. Ranger pants. It is the end of August. We might make it to the winter. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'll try to clear the street as I go. Weren't there a whole bunch over here? We're still depressed from all that being inside cooking. Hottie Z would fix the, well, it's stress reduction, not depression. Never mind. Some guy, welcome to the stream. Admiral says internet quality is never guaranteed. That's true. I just wish there was a way I could, like, fix it real quick, you know? Or find out what it's doing it, you know? Oh, I forgot about panic. Gotta clean up the riprap before we go grocery shopping. Again. I hate when I forget something at the store and have to go back. Oh no, I broke my axe. And some guy, welcome to stream. How's it going? It's going all right. How about yourself? Oh, there was a watch there. That's another thing. I need to make sure I read the skill books. I keep forgetting to do it. And I am wasting XP every time I do one of these episodes learning skills without reading the books first. So we're going to do that when we get back before we go farming. Do I have another axe in here? Probably not. Might as well put the broken one in here. How about a crowbar? I should not be carrying all this extra stuff. Oh, machete. Let's use that. That'll be fun. Yeah, we'll just put it in our hand. I don't think I have any long blade skill yet, but we're about to earn some. Oh, we can get the Corvette while we're here. It's a red one, too. I always see white ones. It's cool to find a red one. Or pink, whatever you want to call it. Bet the key is in the house. That would be awesome. Even though I can hotwire it. Cassette. Yes, sir. I keep calling it the wrong name. Go get that. Just Howard. I'll get it. Don't worry. I definitely want it. I've been eyeballing it the last few episodes because it's a sweet, sweet ride, as you know. I guess since it's single player, I might as well just hotwire it. No need to go inside the house and look for the key. It just feels like I really own it if I have the key, you know? I'll check the house real quick, just in case the key's in there. Ruby earrings. Yes, please. You see him with the hat? Oh, you can. Excellent. Let's leave the van running. It's fine. Oh, that's not the house. Now see, I'm not supposed to... I guess I ran past it already. What the heck? I'm not supposed to divert from my mission and go after these shiny objects, but here we are. Oh, I was going to try to turn the lights on, but it's been a month. Oh, I see him. How many of you are in here? I need the keys to the car. Another one, I hear it. Alright, there's some books here. We'll come back. I've decided this is an unnecessary risk, but we can just hotwire it. I just hate to break the window. I don't think I can take the window out on this without unlocking it, but I'll try. Do I have tools on me? Probably have it in the van. I just hate to break the window. There weren't any keys in the driveway, right? Not that I can see anyway. Alright, let's break it. No one needs to sit on the passenger side anyway. What are we cooking tonight? Says Shinobi-wan. You can remove the windows without keys, I think. Sometimes you can, different vehicles, but you're right, I'll just take it. I can replace the window later. There's plenty of cars in the world. Oh, that was a weird sound. Oh. It'll probably take a few tries because it's a cassette. Yo-yo plus 1 shield. I don't know if we should cook something good tonight. Okay, get some farming going though. There we go. Alright. We're only grabbing bags this time, so we might as well just leave the van at... Oh, that's right, it's back here. But this car is so much more fun. It's faster. Doesn't hold as much, though. It's louder, too, though, so it does attract more zombies. Steve Silent says armor it. I don't think you can armor it in vanilla, though. I just leave my car unlocked now, says Shinobi-wan, yeah. You ever replace a car window? I've had to replace that little triangle window 3 times. Thieves smashed it at least 3 times. Annoying, yeah. Press V and check, I will. Yeah, the wrench with the plus sign's not there. That's a great mod, though, Chi-san. Being able to armor any vehicle is awesome. Let's shut this one off. We'll come back for it later. So we can drive our new one. We're only going up the street, but still. Heck yeah. Gonna attract some zombies, but that's okay. I don't remember if the road has wrecks on it or not. It has a lot more power though, so very fast. We'll just run inside and grab some sacks real quick. I don't think they have them in here. No, we have to go in the back. Temp is getting high. Wait, what? Shinobi wants us jumping over benches, tables, or even one or two tiles would be a cool mod, yeah. She senses only if KI5 made vehicle armor mods. And Admiral says temp is getting high. Was the temp of my character getting high? I missed it. I probably need to have her wear less clothes. I think there's some sacks back here. Yeah, we'll just dump one of these out. Maybe we'll take a couple of sacks in case there's a reason to have more than one. Just get rid of those so I don't accidentally eat them. I'll also put the tin cans in there. Ooh, jelly beans. Ooh, piece of candy. Is there any corned beef or anything good? Canned tuna will work. And we'll have fruit cocktail for dessert. Alright, we have a couple of sacks to work with. Outside getting hot. Go find a swimming pool. Says Shinobi one. It's only 76 in here. How hot was it outside? It's August, end of August though. Well, that makes sense, I guess. Since I haven't mentioned this before, and this is for new players, or anyone that doesn't know, and in fact, I don't know because I forget the number, but after there are a certain number of corpses in your area, flies will show up. You see these flies buzzing around my head? If you see flies and you stand too close to the corpses for too long that have flies over them, you'll get corpse sickness, and it can cause you problems. So either get rid of the corpses if they're near a place you're going to spend a lot of time, or just watch out for the corpse sickness so that you'll get nauseated first and then it'll slowly progress and get worse. I don't even know if you can die from it, but I'm sure someone in the chat can tell me. Oh, 96 in the car. I'll turn the AC on. Thank you. We got the sack, so we can go. I think we've talked about AC before, but just in case we haven't. It shows 92 degrees in here. As Admiral pointed out, if we hit V, you can click on this to bring it up. And you can also click on the dash for the heater icon between the lights and the trunk. That'll bring it up too. If you turn it all the way down, it'll get colder faster, but then before you know it, you'll look up and it'll be like 40 degrees in the car. So I usually put it here, maybe here, and turn it on so you're not freezing yourself out. Many a player has died from corpse sickness, Admiral? Okay. I've heard of it, I've just never seen it happen, and it's never happened to me. So that's kind of scary. Good to know, though. You know what? This car is strong enough, we'll just tow the van back. Thought a zombie might be following me. Corpusing just killed my laptop. That and the PZ. Let's say burn or bum. Still waiting on NASA to send me a pic to play PZ on. Maybe PC to play PZ on. Yeah, PC, yep. I was checking because I don't drive the cassette very much, but it turns the headlights on there on the bumper. I was hoping the little, I don't know what you call them, the headlights that pop out of the hood, I was hoping they would turn on, but that's okay. There's probably a mod for that. Yeah, so it's already 65 degrees in the car, so that's nice. All right. Back this up to, well, actually, I'll just leave it here. We have what we need. Close this just in case. Of course, now it's dark. I'm not going to be able to see anything, but I'll use the flashlight. Okay, back to what I was saying. Actually, does this light... Well, we'll learn a little bit more about exterior illumination then. We need a light at our garden. We don't need all... Actually, there's probably only two here. Yeah. So, I think I'm using this light. No. That's good enough. So this one is off. Yeah, so we'll take this one. Just like furniture, you can use the pickup tool for the round outdoor lamp. You just need an electrical one and a screwdriver, so we're going to take that. So we don't need two up here anyway, so we'll move one to our garden area so we can work it with light at nighttime. Of course, we could just go to sleep, but sometimes you can't. And you place it like furniture as well. This is probably the best spot right here. It's not a ton of light, but it's something to work with. Whalegrin, welcome to the stream. Okay, so what I was talking about, I have two sacks so I can show both, or what I'm talking about. We'll set one down over here for a second. All right. I still have the shovel on me. Okay, so aesthetically, a garden is going to be all dirt. And, you know, obviously the plants are growing, but it shouldn't have grass in it. And that's always bothered me, because if we dig furrow, you'll see the furrow on top of the grass or on top of the sand or whatever. I don't like that. So what we'll do is, because we have a shovel in our hands and we have the empty sack in the main inventory. So we have a sack there that's empty right now. So we right click on the ground, there's an option to take some dirt, and then you choose where you want to take it from. So let's say I take it from here. That's no longer a grass tile, it's a dirt tile. So it looks more like a garden tile would. And then we can dig the furrow on top of that. Alright. So for me, I would do something like... Oh, and here's the other thing. You don't necessarily have to take more dirt. Whoops. Where's the sack? Oh, there it is, dirt bag. There's still some in here. So we don't have to keep collecting dirt, because you're gonna, if you only have a few sacks, you're gonna fill them up pretty quick, and then you won't have anywhere to put the dirt. So instead of digging it, we can pour it next to this one by right-clicking, because we still have dirt in there. It shows it's about a quarter full, maybe a fifth. Right-click on the ground, pour out dirt, and you can pour it right next to it. We'll do a couple more. Oh, so that's all of it. Oh, that makes sense. That was one tile worth of dirt because that's what we took from there. So we'll do another one here. And then we'll dig one, pour one. Not that. We'll do 3 because then we're going to have to place 3. All right, then we'll do pour dirt. And again. And one last time. So this will be a small plot to demonstrate how I would normally do a garden if I wanted to look good. I'll put them all together. I'm not worried about the disease. Oh, I thought I could queue it up. Did I just do that on another stream? All right, now here's something that I kind of recently learned. I just didn't know about it. You can plant seeds or sow seeds, whenever you want, but I've always watered them right away. But if you want to wait for rain to come and you don't want to water them yourself, you can put them in the ground and they can stay there indefinitely until they're watered. You don't have to water them. Once they're watered, they're going to start growing, then you have to water them. But if you don't have water, you can just plant them and wait for the rain. So you right click on a seed packet and do open cabbage seeds, and then we'll open the carrots as well. So now the packets are gone, and we have 50 seeds from each packet. Conversely, you could do it the opposite. Let's say after farming for a few weeks or whatever, you have a ton of seeds. You can right click and you can put them back in a packet, just like that. Because you don't want to be dropping a bunch of seeds on the ground because the game has to render all the seeds. So if you had to drop on the ground, packets would be better than seeds. But for now, we only have these, so we're going to open them. I'll just do some cabbages in the back. So you right click on the furrow, sow seed, and the ones that are highlighted are the ones you have enough seeds for. So for example, cabbages, if you look, it says on the bottom, required seeds, 50 out of 9. Because we have 50, we only need 9. So technically we could plant 5 plots of cabbage seeds before we ran out. Rex says you can read farming books anytime before harvesting crops. Planting gives no XP. Excellent point. Glad you reminded me. I need to read the books too, though. But yeah, these won't be harvestable for a while. So Admiral's right. You get nothing for planting, only for harvesting. So we'll put cabbages here. And since I right-clicked and did plant, the square is still highlighted, so you can continue and just left-click on each plot that you want to put them in, because it's already queued up, basically. And I'll talk about spacing best practices here in a second, which I'm not doing. And you'll notice the plots look a little different depending on which seeds you planted. The cabbages are in the back. These are the carrots. As we get more seeds of different types, you'll see the differences. Okay. So technically, mechanics-wise, this is a terrible way to plant a garden. Aesthetically, I think it looks cooler. But the problem is, because all of these furrows are touching, if one of them gets disease, there's a good chance it's going to spread to the other ones that it can touch. From what I've heard, you're supposed to keep 2 tiles between each plot, but then it looks like this. I'll just turn my flashlight on. Oh, I can't dig and do that at the same time. But let's say moving it from here, you'd want to go 1, 2, and then here. And then 1, 2, and here. And then you could do 1, 2, and here. So I'll get the flashlight out to show you what I'm talking about. All right. So there are 2 tiles between each plot. So really, if this one gets mildew, it should not be able to transfer to either of these. Or maybe it's just less of a chance. I honestly don't know. And I used to plant them this way, but then I got tired of the way it looks. I think it looks ridiculous. Not only are you planting on top of grass, but no one's going to do a garden like this. It's a waste of space. You're going to do it like this. But again, that's up to how you want to do it. The other thing I was wondering, and I've done this before, to make it look a little better, if I was going to spread them out, is it's supposed to be two tiles away. So I always thought, well, what if I do it like this? This is 1 tile. This is 2 tiles. So I can put it here, right? Now diagonally, it's not really 2 tiles away. It would be like, I don't know, maybe 1.5 tiles. But if you count, either way, 1, 2, or 1, 2, it's 2 tiles away. Is that sufficient? I'm not 100% sure. But it always seemed to work pretty well when I used it. But for now, we're going to get rid of these because I'm not going to plant them that way. Just keep in mind, if you are planting crops, if you want to limit disease, which we'll talk about how to cure the diseases as well. But if you're looking to limit it, you want to space your furrow tiles at least 2 tiles apart. But I'm going to leave mine like this because it looks cool. I think you only need 1 tile separation, says Admiral. Okay, that's worth trying for sure. That doesn't look as bad. I mean, if you still put dirt in between and then put a space, like it would be 1 here, skip this, 1 here, skip that, and then same up here. Actually, you'd still have to spread it apart. You'd have to have a row in between. But if you fill dirt in the middle, that might be okay. It might not look too bad. It would look better than just putting it on grass, but... Check inventory for worms. Oh, yeah. So whenever you dig furrows, there's a chance you're going to get worms. And we got 3. So we dug 8 and we got 3 worms. Worms can be used for fishing baits. And you can't eat them. For 2 hunger points and 20 unhappiness. Okay, so we'll talk about watering. Usually I'll end up putting like a cabinet out here or a crate or something to store stuff in. But for now I'll just set stuff on the ground. And do I have the watering can on me? Empty watering can. So if it's raining or you just want to wait till it rains, you can place this on the ground or just drop it. And it'll fill up just like a cooking pot or whatever when it rains. Because if you hover over it, it even says contents can only be purified in a microwave. I didn't know you could put this in a microwave. It looks like metal. Is it plastic? Can be used to collect rainwater when placed on the ground. That I knew. And you can also collect it from a faucet or a well or whatever you have. You can also get worms for removing furrows. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. But what I'm going to show you with the watering can was huge when I figured this out. Where did I put all the cooking pots are in here, aren't they? What's my weight looking like? I can eat an entire one of these. Let's see, 89, 72. We'll take the smaller one, put it in the oven. Unless I have enough bowls. I'll put it in 2 bowls. I think I have 2 bowls. That way I don't have to eat it right now if I don't want to. It's got to thaw out and cook. Potatoes are the best, says Mr. Simon. I agree. One reason, or 2 reasons the potatoes are good. 1, the hunger is pretty good. I think it's a 12 or 9? One of those 2. And potatoes last the longest as far as produce without refrigeration, so they are awesome. He is right. Admiral says, leftover for dinner. That's right. This is why meal prep is so amazing. I didn't even have to cook anything, or at least I didn't have to put the meals together, just heat them up. It's going to cook pretty fast since it was already cooked. Oh, I didn't cook this one. Okay. So it was frozen and uncooked, but it wouldn't hurt us. We could eat it raw because there's nothing dangerous in it. Always have your main inventory available or drop it to the ground. Drop the food to the ground so that you don't accidentally... Because if your backpack is too full and you try to grab it, it'll just stay in the oven and you'll burn it. So right click on it, make 2 bowls of rice. Because I think we had 1 or 2 in our inventory. Or 1 in our inventory and 1 on the counter, I don't know which. And we'll put... Oh no, I'm going to keep it on me. Where'd the bowl of soup go? We have an empty cooking pot now. Eat the bowl of rice. Excellent. 46 points. And it's going to give us 21 happiness and 9 against boredom. All right. Mr. Time, will you teach us how to eat raw or burnt food? I will not. Do not eat raw or burnt food. In fact, I'm still salty about that. Turn the light on here. Oh, it was on. Why is it so dark over here? Huh. Might need to put more lights in here. I don't remember how long ago this was. At least a year. And I came across... I don't think I even burned the bacon. I think I found the bacon burned in an oven or something. And I'm like, burned bacon's the best. And I ate it. It killed me pretty damn quick. Don't eat any burnt food. Even if it seems like it should be fine, it will kill you. Admiral says, it is past your bedtime. Oh yeah, I should probably go to sleep. It is 4 in the morning too. Dang it. It will teach us how to eat raw leftover for dinner. Okay. We'll just take a nap real quick. This is the second bowl of rice. We'll just put it in the fridge because we'll probably be eating it soon. Oh my gosh. I always forget to go to sleep when it's before the sun comes up. Just like real life. I always smoke a cigarette before bed. Let's see. But never in bed. Did I not smoke it? What happened? All this random crap. I'm going to sleep with it anyway. I'm not going to put the high visibility vest back on. Let's just take a nap. We'll do like 4 hours. That'll be 8 a.m. No, less than 8 a.m. Or more than 8 a.m. We'll make it 5.5. We'll do 5-hour nap. We can sleep again if we need to. Ooh, it's raining. Perfect. Ha 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 ha. This is glorious. I always get excited when it's raining. That's going to be a thunderstorm, though. I always get excited because it's the best time to plant crops because you get free water. All right. I want to demonstrate the watering can thing first. Okay. So it never tells you how much a container holds. But you kind of get an idea. A cooking pot weighs 1 when it's empty, and a watering can weighs 2, so it sounds like it's bigger anyway. But let's do this. We're going to right-click on the water dispenser. And this is how you can test this stuff. Hover over it. It tells you we have 41 out of 250 units available. Which reminds me I need to gather some water. We'll do that next. So 41 available. So let's fill the cooking pot. Now let's look at the dispenser. 16 out of 250. So let's see. 41 minus 16 would be... Well, 40 minus 16 would be... 24. So 25. So the cooking pot holds 25 units. So remember that. Cooking pot holds 25 units. Let's pour it back into the dispenser. Now we check water dispensers back up to 41. So let's fill the empty watering can, not the gardening spray can, that's different. You could probably use that too. Maybe we'll check that next, but I don't know if you can pour that back in. But it's worth testing, I suppose. So the watering can, we're filling it up. Now if we look at the dispenser, because it's full, we have one left in the dispenser. So you can put 40 units of water in the watering can and only 25 in the cooking pot. The reason this is important is if you're ever going to refill one of these water dispensers, you can refill it much quicker using a watering can than you can using a cooking pot. It's almost twice as much. So keep that in mind. So let's put this back in. So we don't want to waste our fresh water. Too bad you just can't make a canal, right? Make sure we put all the water back. We did. But you can do that to figure out how much each container holds, how much water each container holds. Like the saucepan will be, I think the saucepan does 25 as well. I forget what bottles are. But that way you can learn which water container is the best for you to carry if you want to carry more water. So I kind of want to do the water dispenser, or no, the watering can. I want to see if we can pour it back in because I've never tried that. We'll just do a little bit. You can. Okay, cool. You can put it back. So now I want to know how much can it hold. Spray can. Spray can only holds 10 units because it has 31 out of the 41. So that's good to know. It doesn't hold much. I wonder if you can drink from it. I've never tried. Oh, it's in my hand. It says disable auto drink, so I'm guessing you can drink from it. Interesting. Well, that's good to know. It can be used as a water container to sip from. Add it from the spray can. He's got a plumbing mod and use pipes to water your garden. Yeah, that would be awesome. In fact, I'm glad you said that because I should build a water barrel too. I should do that first. Let me, sink is there. What window do we have upstairs? Hopefully there's a window on this wall. There is. How about on this one? No. We'd have to go out this window. And I did this in the other house in Rosewood, so... what is it? 3 or 4 tiles? One, 2, 3 is the third tile, is the sink. See if these are already full of water yet. You can check the crops by right-clicking on the furrows and do info. They already say well watered. So these carrots are probably going to be overwatered. We might get some mildew, which is what a little girl was talking about. But that's okay. The cabbages are off to a good start as well. Put containers out in the rain to collect some water. Oh yeah. I was thinking that earlier. I don't know why I forgot. Oh, I have them on me. Any other ones? Saucepan can collect water. It looks like the roasting pan could, but it can't. You can also put mugs out there and bowls, also tumblers. I didn't know you could collect rainwater with wine glasses, huh? But they're small. I don't want to do it. Unfortunately, the rain, I mean, fortunately, but also unfortunately, the rain watered the crops. I didn't get to show you how to water them, but that's alright. We'll have to do it another day anyway, so we'll learn then. Can you collect it in the spray can? Doesn't look like it. So now if you look at them in the local inventory, you can see that they're filling up pretty quickly. But the empty gardening can is not filling up. The empty gardening spray can, that is. You can still show how to just select 0 units to water. I don't think so. I think it'll show, well, maybe. So if we right click on the crop. No, I think when it's well watered, you don't get the option. No, I don't think you do when it's well watered. Now I know it says use a microwave for the garden can, but I want to see if we can do it in the oven. Green skull. It has to be microwave, it looks like. Yep. Okay. We'll find a microwave somewhere. Let that fill up for now. It's because the can doesn't have enough water, is it? Let's grab this fuller one. This one's full. I don't think so. The easiest way to tell, I could just dig another one and plant another crop, I suppose. Let's do that. When did I drop this? Oh, I remember dropping it. I wanted to test one bag, that's why. Because it's sprinkling a little bit, so we should have time to water them. Or dig a new furrow, yeah. And the good news is, well, I don't know if it's good, but it won't water the furrows. It'll only water them if they have seeds in them. So I have water ready. It's a full cooking pot of tainted water. And it shows you in red, tainted water, unsafe for drinking. So you'd want to sterilize it in an oven before you drink it. So let's sow... How many cabbage seeds do I have left? We can get more. I'm not worried about it. We'll just plant one more. Cabbages. So now we right click, we got info. We'll right click and water, and now water is on the list. We can do the full 100, or we can do like, I don't know, 25. And now it says parched and when to dry. Right click again. Water. Do like another 15. Still at dry. Now it's thirsty. So different statuses for water levels. Usually when I water, I'll just do the full 100. Right now it says full 60 because we've already watered 40% of it. And now it says well watered, so we don't have to worry about it for a while. The cabbages take a lot of water, so we'll just place this again. And that's how you water. Let's get some more dirt. We talk about farming inside. And a sack will hold 4 tiles of dirt. Let's go inside, eat that other thing of rice. And drink some water. Better hot. Looks fine to me. I'm just going to eat it. We're almost out of water, so got to pay attention to that. That's probably going to get rid of most of our water. Almost. But we're collecting some. Alright, so inside. So, to me, farming inside kind of kills the immersion, but it is something you could do even in real life. So I would try to make it as immersive as possible myself by probably dedicating a room to it. Why can't I click on this? There you go. So, probably the office, I guess. What's in here? Another bedroom. I like that bedroom. I've been sleeping in this one, though. So we'll just do this from over here. Or building on the roof. True. I don't even know if I can get up there yet. 6. I think I need level 7 for a staircase. I always forget. Is it 6 or 7? It is 6. So what kind of roof does this thing have? Are there any flat parts? I guess you can plant under the actual rooftop. It should still get rain though. Or out here on one of these roof ledges. Oh, there is a flat spot up there. Maybe. I don't know if I want to take time to build a staircase right now, but Peacock is right. You can't build up on the roof. Because sometimes that's the only space you have, especially if you're in a city or something, like a dense urban area. You're going to need to find a place to place your crops. And you can't really do it out in the street because it's going to be a lot more dangerous and, you know, even just to water your crops and harvest them and stuff. Peacock says, well, you can farm inside. You'll always have to water it yourself instead of using rain. Absolutely. That's the only downside. And in fact, I may have farmed inside once, and it was on a really hardcore server, and it just wasn't safe to be outside. So really, it's just up to your own preference. Do you want it inside, or is there a reason to have it inside? Totally up to you, of course. I'll make a little bit of room here if I can. Move all this stuff out of the desk. And I think we can grab this without breaking it. Let's see. Yeah. Yep, if you want to build on the roof, just sledge the roof tiles and put down floor again. Why would you need a sledge? Why would you need to sledge the roof tiles? To get through it? Should no, can I? Oh man, can I not disassemble this one? Did it give me a flat pack or what? It's so heavy. Oh, it is part of the desk. I guess I've never taken one of these apart. Okay. So because I didn't have enough room, I didn't get the whole thing? Whatever. I don't know. Nope. Put it in there. You can sledge away the angled roof tiles and lay a flat floor on the roof. Are you sure the angled roof tiles block rain? Because I don't think they do. I've been able to place rain barrels under them successfully to collect water, but maybe it was just a fluke. This is enough to get started. Well, we have the dirt in the bag. Admiral says, I was once constantly surrounded by sprinters and had no nails to build floor tiles out a window, so I planted crops in the hallways. That's a good idea. Use the doors then to protect you, huh? So I would probably put them over here. We'll pour dirt. We're not going to do a lot anyway, so we'll just do a couple to demonstrate. Now we can farm on those. Let me put this bag of dirt down. We can dig furrows. And did I use all the carrot? Oh, we have more carrot seeds. I remember seeing them in the van. Or one of the bags out here. In the van. It just looks nicer, okay. I'm sure they don't block rain, but it looks odd that they may consider some tiles inside. Got it. There's another pack of carrot seeds. You test for rain collecting area by putting out pots, etc., and see if they fill up. That's true. Good idea. Okay. Something just occurred to me I never tried. Do I have to have the shovel in my hand to sow seeds? I gotta open the carrots first. Nope, don't need the shovel. Good to know. I guess that makes sense because you can dig furrows with your hands and plant the seeds. Okay, so these should be parched, maybe? Parched, because they have no water at all. Now, these carrots are probably going to die on me because I'm going to forget to water them, unless you guys remind me. But we'll go grab the rain can and water them. It's so weird not having bandits come into my house to mess with me. It's been so long since I've been playing with them for so long that every time I'm on here, it just feels off. Watering can is full. Peskov says, and Admiral says some of the roof overhangs will block rain. I think I've had that happen to me. The roof of Rosewood Fire Station are a great example. The roof tiles block the fact that there are missing floor tiles in the roof and you fall through, says Peskov. I see. Sir Gunda, welcome to the stream. Do you have a mod list for what you're using? I am playing pure vanilla, my friend. There are no mods at all. I hope that helps. So let's go ahead and water these. So now I'm curious because you don't want carrots to be overwatered. So I honestly don't know the best. I usually just risk it, you know, and not worry about getting mildew, but you probably shouldn't water them full to 100. So let's do like, we'll do like 50. And something that it will do here, since we watered this for 50 units, the square that we have open, this square here, it automatically remembers the last amount you used to water. So it's going to, if I hover over here, it's going to try to water at 50 units as well. But like if we escape out of that and then right click and do water, it gives you the option to do full 100 again. So this is 50 and that's 50. Let's do, I don't know, just max water once and never water again? Really? Carrots are around 80, says Admiral. Mr. Syme, yeah, I trivialized bandits already. And Sir Gunda said, oh, Prime. Yeah, since it's the beginner's guide, I thought pure vanilla would be ideal. So no one's overwhelmed. It's learning. Alright, so we'll put 30 here. We'll go with Admiral's recommendation of 80. I tend to agree with Mr. Syme, though, just max out water, because that's what I would do, but this will work. And we'll take the can with us. And try to remember to water those again. It makes me wonder now, with the lighting changes coming in Build 42, I wonder how indoor farming is going to be affected if the crops won't grow in the darkness. Peacecoff says, I don't know that the diseased aren't just RNG. That's true, it could be. I just always thought, like, if you overwatered carrots or radishes, that you would get mildew, or any plants, I guess. Well, you might be right. Mr. Syme, the kill house nerfs the bandits to dumb NPCs. You won't be able to anymore. Grow inside? Okay. Peacecoff, devil fungi isn't caused by overwatering, but won't go away until the plant is dry. Absolutely. I'm glad you knew that, because I actually learned that when I first started playing Sprouts gardening mod or farming mod. It's Sprouts something. I had an avocado tree, and it took me forever to find the avocado seeds to plant it, and it got the devil's fungi. I was so pissed. And that's when I learned that if you dry the plant out, you can cure it. Because before that, I was told it was incurable. So I built a roof over the tree, and I just let it dry out until the fungus went away, and then I took the roof down. It took a while, though, and the tree was healthy again. It was so cool. I felt like I accomplished so much. I saved the tree. Overwatered carrots reduces crop yield. Oh, I did not know that. That makes sense, though. And Peacecoff says plant disease just slows growth and lowers yield. Right. I didn't know about the slowing growth, but I knew about lower yields for sure. So we did indoor crops. We talked about planting on the roof, which is basically the same thing. They can just get watered by the rain. But these are going to take a long time to grow, especially solo, because we won't be like offline with them still growing. It's only going to be when we're playing. But you can always check on them by right-clicking and checking the info. So this plant information window, Peacecoff says, largely all you want is the seeds from the end phase. True. So you can keep planting more and more. And disease doesn't spread. It is just bad RNG if you get diseases adjacent. Really? Well, if that's true, then making aesthetic gardens makes sense more than ever. Okay. So this plant information window, see how it says current growing phase unknown, next growing phase unknown? The better you get at farming, the higher your skill goes up, the more information you'll get. So it might say, I'm trying to remember, it's been a long time since I've had a high farming skill. I used to do it all the time though. But it'll tell you like which phase, like 1 of 6 or whatever. So you know when you're getting close to seed bearing, and that's when you can really start using fertilizers and compost to kick the crop over to the next level so you could harvest it real quick. Because what I would do, the rain is so loud. I guess I can go inside and keep this up. So what I would usually do is I would plant the crops, I would let them grow when I had a high farming skill, and I would watch this. And when it would get to the second to last growing phase, I forget how many hours. Sometimes it would tell you, like under next growing phase, how many hours were left. One dose of fertilizer or compost will take 20 hours off of a crop's growth time. So let's say you only had 20 hours, or let's say you had 30 hours until the next growth phase being the last phase, seed bearing. If it was 30 left, you could give it 2 doses of fertilizer and then wait for like a couple real world minutes and it'll kick over to seed bearing. You could harvest it, get all your seeds, and get your crop. So really, to correctly use fertilizer and compost, you need to be able to see these two, or you're guessing what phase it's in, or I should say how far along it is in the phase, because you can kind of see by looking at the texture of the tile what phase it's in, but you don't know how many hours are left. And if you fertilize, I don't know if it's 3 or more than 3, it's one of those, you can actually kill the crop with fertilizers, so you got to be careful. Peace Cobb says agreed. I don't know what he's agreeing to, but Mr. Symes says you can speed time by just eating sleeping pills and power napping until crops are ready. Mr. Syme, he always has an answer for how to get there faster. Admiral says farming in Build 42 might totally change and make all my farming knowledge obsolete. Same here. I'm looking forward to it though. It's gonna be like learning a whole new game again. It's gonna be awesome. And if a lot of like cheese or cheats or whatever you want to call them is eliminated, it's going to make the game that more challenging. Yep, and if fertilized 5 times, it just kills your tile. Is it 5 times? Wow. I think I got everybody. Largely all you wanted seeds at the end phase, yeah. Yeah, you want to wait till seed bearing phase so that you get more seeds. Otherwise what happens is you get food but you run out of seeds and then you're screwed. So if you always wait till seed bearing, before you know it, you'll have so many seeds you won't know what to do with them. But that's a good thing. So yeah, fertilized, it'll show you how many times you fertilize it. I wouldn't go over 3. And usually you should only be going to 3 if you're guessing. But if you have the current growing phase and the next growing phase information, you could easily fertilize exactly on point, and you don't have to, worry about over fertilizing. Health is verdant. I looked up that word at one point. I forget what it means, but it basically means healthy. Under disease, right now it says no and it's green. If it says yes and it's orange, then at this low level of farming, it'll say yes and it'll be orange, which means you don't know what disease it has. But as you get higher in skill level, this will show the disease and it'll tell you exactly what it is, so you know how to treat it. Otherwise, again, you can treat it, but you're guessing. You might try the mildew cure. If it doesn't work, then try the flies cure and maybe a little bit more of each one until you figure out what the disease is. And if it's the devil's fungi and you don't have that information, you could be treating it for the other 2 and getting no results whatsoever. Peace Cow says farming is a long-term food solution, not about getting a single yield. Very true. Sir Gunda says, will learning the basics in this current build be beneficial for when Build 42 comes out? I've only completed the tutorials so far. I think it will help you even if it changes, because not everything will change. And having a good foundation before you get to Build 42, in my opinion, it's just going to make learning the new game easier for you. Because look at it this way. Let's say you start Build 42 with no experience at all. and you don't know how to do something, I mean, it'll probably, people will be able to tell you soon rather quickly, but like right at the beginning, you'll be asking people, how do I farm this crop? A lot of people are going to have they won't have an idea because nobody's done it yet. That'll go away over time, but I think having basic knowledge, then you know what to try, and if it's not available anymore, you know you need to learn something new. At least that's the way I'm looking at it. And Admiral says farming in freezing weather or just plain winter should be corrected and made more difficult. Yeah, I could see that. Crops should die during the winter in some cases, and cold snaps and all that. That'd be really cool. It would definitely make it harder, which is what makes the game fun. So yeah, I don't have a way yet to show curing diseases, but I can show how to make the cures. So where did I put that bottle at? Is it outside? I must have left it outside. Yeah. So spray can. It can't be filled from the rain, but we might be able to pour this into it. Let's see. Pour into empty gardening spray can. So we'll use tainted water for that because we're not going to drink it anyway. And we'll put the saucepan back down to collect more water. All right. So there are 3 diseases for crops. There's mildew, there's pest flies, and there's the devil's fungi. Let's see. I hope that answered your question, Sir Gunda. Mr. Simon says, I saw 2 chickens fighting. I'm going to say chickens. Nice try, though. Peace, God, and to the new farmers, you only get XP from harvesting. Right, absolutely. Okay, so we have a gardening can full of water. And if we right-click on it, do I not have any cigarettes on me? I do. Oh, wait a minute. It's been a while since I've done this. I don't think I'm supposed to put water in the can. I think I'm supposed to mix it with the other ingredients. Let me dump this out. The hell is it? There it is. You need a sprayer? Yeah, spray can has to be empty. That's what I just realized, Admiral. Thank you. And you click the sprayer and use the mats to make the cure. Yeah. For some reason, it's been a while, because since I started streaming, my farming time has gone down significantly, because I really don't do it like I used to. Just because I just don't feel like people really want to watch me farm, except in this case, because it's a tutorial or whatever. But now that the gardening can is empty again, let's right-click on it. Come on, Snow Beetle. Do we have any water in our inventory? 2 water bottles. What the hell? Maybe I have to have it in my main. So we have rotten milk. We'll put that in our main. And where's the cigarettes? I think it's 5. I'll just put them all. Figure it out. Put them all. Okay. Oh, I'm looking in the bag, that's why. The hell am I doing wrong? Too bad they nerfed my rotten eggs cheese. Yeah, the rotten eggs thing, like cooking them to make them hard boiled. I remember that. It's cure? No. Oh, maybe I didn't read the book yet. I forgot I had to read a book. Yeah, make cures. I just remembered. Okay, we'll have to learn that another time, unless I have it. I don't think I do. Uh, I've already forgotten about. So this is what it's called. We've gone to info, training materials, under recipes, right? I think it's a farming magazine. Yeah. So this farming magazine here is the one that has the cures in it. But basically, until we get that, I'll kind of explain what would happen is. So you need water. Okay, so for the pest flies cure, you need an empty gardening spray can, you need water, and you need cigarettes because they use tobacco to kill the pest flies. For the mildew, you need the gardening spray can, you need water, and you need you need milk or rotten milk. So that's why I grabbed the rotten milk, because you can use it to make that cure. And then again, devil's fungi you can't cure unless you dry out the plant. So um, I would demonstrate it, but that's exactly how you would do it, and it'll fill the can with one of those. So ideally, you want at least 2 cans. One so you could use for pest flies, one so you could use for mildew, because let's say you treat for pest flies and it cures it, but you didn't use all of it. You don't want to waste it by dumping it on the ground if you have to make mildew cure next. So I think it's good to have 2 gardening spray cans, one for each cure, so you're not wasting the cures by dumping them out to use the other one. Can you teach people how to catch flying rabbits? I don't know how to do that. Can you teach me how to do that? Did you do trapping already? No, I have not. We'll do that though. In fact, we're going to. Mr. Simon says, I wonder if I have 100 chickens if it would break the server. No, that's Minecraft. You need to make the cures, farming mag. I don't have it yet. Did I get everybody? Yeah. So, Mr. Stein, I'm going to do all the skills in order in this series. So we did carpentry, cooking, we're working on farming. I might skip first aid, or maybe I'll just explain it briefly. The ones that you can't really spend too much time on. And then we'll do electrical and go down the list. So trapping will be one of the last ones we talk about. So the way the cure would work, since I don't want to go out in the rain, we'll go upstairs. Similar to watering, I can't demonstrate it though because we don't have a cure, but you would right click on the furrow and there would be an option to, we'll click info. Disease, if this said yes, then it doesn't tell us what disease it is because our farming skill is too low. In that case, what I would do if I had 2 spray gardening cans, I would make one for mildew, I'd make one for pest flies, and then try to guess which one it is. And the way you can do that is you right click on the crop. There'll be an option to, I think it's apply cure, and then it'll give you, like, similar to water. See how it says you can water like a certain number? It'll do the same thing for the cure. But what I would do, if you're not high enough level to see what it is, I would start with 5 and try it once. If it doesn't cure it, I would switch to the other cure, try 5. If it doesn't cure it, switch back to the first cure, try another 5, and just go 5 increments. So you're not wasting, cure resources. And eventually, if it's not devil's fungi, you're going to cure the crop. By hitting the right 5 increment. Once you hit it, it'll go away. I think it takes like 30 seconds or something for it to cure it after you apply it. So that's the way I call it doing it blind, because you don't know what disease it is. And if you go through the whole bottle and it doesn't cure it, then it's most likely devil's fungi. which you'll have to dry out the crop to fix it, or wait till you get to a higher skill level to verify that that's what it is. Otherwise, this would tell you if you're high enough farming level, it'll say disease, and it'll tell you what it is, and it'll tell you how much of it is. So when you right click, you would know exactly which percentage to do. It'll tell you like pest flies 30, so you know to apply 30 to it to cure it. Because you're smarter, you know the farming better, and your character realizes, okay, it needs this much. So Mr. Slime says you need a trapping platform on second floor or higher in a usable forage zone. Is that the flying rabbits you're talking about? That's hilarious. I guess that would protect them from zombies, huh? So that's kind of a rundown on the cures. I wish I could demonstrate it, but we don't have the magazine yet. So once I get it, we'll go into more depth on that. But for now, we'll put this gardening can. Oh, it stopped raining. Oh. Must be on the other side of the fence. Yep, sure is. You got me good, buddy. Get our trusty knife out. Jaw stab through the fence. So I'll put the spray gardening can down for when we can do it. Shovel down. We'll leave the rotten milk here too. I'm not putting my cigarettes down though. We'll just make sure we have some. And again, if you're on a server or something, probably don't drop all the seeds on the ground, but it's just me, so I don't care. Just so we can find everything in one place until I get some proper cabinets set up or something. Your viewers already know more about farming than drunk. Well, thank you, P-Scout. That means I'm doing my job. So I think those are... I mean... Harvesting... When you right-click on it, right now info is your only option. And it doesn't tell you the growing phase, so you don't know, but we'll slowly see the tiles change. So you can see they're in a new growing phase. This will be one of the hardest ones to demonstrate because it's going to take so long to do it. But we'll get there. Yeah, you can probably find pictures online to show you what they'll look like when they're seed bearing. But after you've seen it a few times, you'll know what it looks like, and you'll be walking by and you go, oh, those are ready to harvest. So otherwise, there is an option to harvest them on the phase before seed bearing, and you can do that, but you won't get any seeds from it. And when you do get seeds from it, you get slightly less yield on the crop because you're taking the seeds. But it's worth it because you can replant them. But if you're starving and you get to the harvest phase and you don't have a way to fertilize them, just go ahead and harvest and eat and find more seeds because it's you don't want to go to bed hungry. Nope, it's unequipped. Let's see. Peacecoff says the plant title changes. Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. You just need to level up. Yeah. From young to blooming, etc. That's true. The one that always confused me with that was the potatoes, because it'll say blooming potatoes, but they're not harvestable at that stage. Or at least not at first. And then they almost seem like they go straight from blooming to seed bearing, which is weird. So I think I always miss a phase of the potatoes. And again, stayed up till 4 a.m. Let's go to sleep. always think my watch is in the upper inventory, but it's not. You only need to plant them once. Strawberries. I forgot about that. We got to find those. Yeah, the strawberries. Peacock's right. They are cool because when you go to harvest like potatoes, cabbages, tomatoes, carrots, radishes, when you harvest it, the entire furrow disappears and it's no longer a plant. But with strawberries, when you plant them, you harvest them and the plant stays there. So it grows more strawberries, which is really cool. So once you plant a strawberry plant, you really want to pay attention, take care of it. If it has diseases, treat it, because they will die if you don't take care of them. And then they won't produce any more tasty strawberries. And strawberries happen to give you happiness, which is great. And if you put them in a bowl and add honey, it's like super, super great for happiness. Mr. Simon, potatoes don't need to bear seeds in real life, though. I know, isn't that funny? I think when I first started trying to farm, I'm like, can't I just plant the potatoes? I was getting so frustrated because normally you would just cut the potatoes up in like quarters and you just drop them, or even half, and just drop them in the ground and they'll grow. You don't actually use seeds. Even if you go to like Home Depot or something to buy potatoes to build a garden, they basically give you a bag of potatoes. So, but yeah, Mr. Simon's right about that. Let's eat something. One hour, 48 minutes. I'm getting a bath before I end this stream, so she's been bloody for too long. What do we have in here? Yeah, we'll take another bowl. Actually, we'll probably eat 2 bowls. Yeah, we'll just take both of these, put them in the oven. Oh, I wanted to get a microwave too. So we'll go to the houses, get cleaned up, and find a microwave to bring back here. Admiral says you can wash yourself using the cooking pot. That's true. Yeah, especially since it's still raining a little bit, huh? I hate fast forwarding when I'm cooking. I'm just going to not do it because I don't want to burn my soup. Ooh, it was burning fast. I'm going to have to do an episode on inventory management because I suck so bad at it when I'm streaming. Get stuff under control, personal inventory as well as putting stuff away. Alright, let's have a smoke, get rid of all these moodles. I wonder why she's not smoking it. Sometimes it just pulls a cigarette to my personal inventory or the main inventory and it doesn't light it up, and I don't know why, and sometimes it doesn't do that. So Admiral's correct, you can wash yourself in a... Oh, I need to build water containers too, or rain collectors. But you can wash yourself in a water container outside if there's enough water in it. Can't do all clothing, we don't have enough, so we'll just do what we can until it stops. Really? Is it already too low? How about the saucepan? Myself. Great. Godzilla Stat Man, you learn inventory management really fast. I bet you do. Does the watering can have enough? Are my clothes still dirty though? Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go to a house. This is taking too long. We need a microwave anyway. I don't think I've looted any of these houses. Did I drop this stuff here? No, I'm not gonna do it. I gotta get my inventory under control first. Water. We'll use the bathrooms upstairs. Is there a microwave in here? No. No. We can use another bowl though. There's a couple bowls in here. Oh, come on. I was about to reset OBS and then it popped back up. Let me see. Didn't drop any frames this time. No, it wasn't just you. It did disconnect for a second there. YouTube doesn't like me this week. All right. So a bathtub has 100 units left of water. The toilet has 20 units. That's why I usually wash in the bathtub, because they have the most water. I'm getting a little donut thing, but it says excellent connection. Hopefully it's okay for you guys. And the sinks hold 20. So I always wash up in the tub first, especially if I'm going to do all clothes. Do all clothing. And fast forward this. Why are my legs? Oh, because I didn't wash myself. And then yourself. Come on, YouTube. Fresh as a daisy. Pause it and see if I can. It's dropping frames now. Hold on one second. Okay, I think I reset it. Apologies again. Okay, so now we're clean, finally. And we have 2 up chevrons at 81 weight. Awesome. So we know there's no microwave in here. Let's check the other houses. Maybe none of these houses have microwaves. So nice to have those gates and fences in place. Talk about peace of mind. No microwave. We might have to go to another street. All these trees are starting to grow in these yards, so I got to get that under control too before it gets too out of hand. Apparently these people don't trust microwaves. Yeah, we'll check the next street. I'll just have to be careful. We were working on our sprinting too. Yay. I think I put the other axes in here. Or we have 1 left. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to make me over encumbered. Machete, hammer, and flashlight away. Almost at 2 hours. Just want to get a microwave. Looks clear. Just gotta watch out, man. The rain masks the sound of the zombies. Art, welcome to the stream. My wife made me get rid of our microwave about 4 months ago. Now she takes back that decision. Howdy, howdy. Welcome to the stream. Man, I can't imagine not having a microwave. That would be awful. It's because I'm lazy and I don't like to cook. Come on, put your back into it. Excellent. I mean, it looks clear, right? Oh, someone's banging upstairs. I don't know, I'm not 100%. There could be one sitting in the kitchen there. Of course, all the damn curtains are drawn. I just took a bath. Go away. I really don't want to go through a window. I see, it looks like a corner cabinet there. Yeah, I think we're alright. That was a fridge, that's what I was looking at. Alright. No damn microwave. I'm glad, I think it was Admiral told me recently about that. Using the aiming tool, walking through the bushes. That's awesome. Alright. Wait, what was that? Oh, I think we have a jack, but that's a Franklin. Doesn't look like it's in great shape, though. Starting to get a little damp. Everybody locks their doors. So trusting. I don't see a microwave in there anyway. I'm almost positive there's one in this house. This used to be my favorite safe house over here. But it has been a while. What's it? That's David the Gnome. Gonna have to find a poncho. They're all hiding in the trees back here. A party house, okay. Is that a black party hat? I've only seen the colorful ones. Cool. It's a black one. We'll take that. That means there's probably more inside, right? Still no microwave. Alright, well. I'm starting to think these houses don't have microwaves. That's weird. Where did I usually get them from? Let's see what kind of shape this thing's in. We're getting pretty wet now. And it's not great. Anybody got a farming magazine for me? The heck? Matthew says, that is very, very odd, right? I mean, I'm sure it shows up on the map if I look at the Project Zomboid map project, but I don't remember ever having a problem finding one before. We'll check one more house. We're here. Okay, they'll be out soon. It's a party now. And if you're new to Zomboid, there are different events that spawn with zombies, and this one's, I think it's just called the birthday party. Where everybody's wearing a party hat, and they usually spawn inside of a house. There's also like the camping event. Sometimes you knock their hat off, sometimes you don't. Whatever. No microwaves. Or go steal one from an office or something. Yeah, I don't want to fight all those guys right now. All right. Well, our garden is underway. It's going to take some time to grow. But there'll be quite a few more streams if we're going to go through all the skills anyway. So hopefully we'll see something from it. I suppose I could spend some time off stream getting them to grow, but I kind of don't want to leave any gaps in the series so that you guys can see it real time and and know that I'm not cheating. um, is there anything else about farming? I should read the book before I forget. I should read a lot of books. I could probably do that off stream though. We do have farming 1. And books related, is it just the one? I'm trying to remember. We have the farming magazine. Yep, that's really it. Admiral says, with zombie respawn turned off, it is pretty easy to kill all the street zombies in Riverside. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. It just takes time. Oh, we're moist. Let's see if I can demonstrate the towels while I'm here. So we have moistness. If we right click on a towel, there's an option to dry yourself. Okay. We still have the moist noodle, but we dried ourselves a little bit. And now the bath towel is wet. Let's place this here. I'll fix that in a minute. Let's grab another dry one. Oh, it went away. So we're dry now. So now if we right click it, you still can dry yourself. It must be a little bit wet. See if any of our clothes are wet. Nope. So we dried ourselves off. So especially when it's cold outside, that's important. If you have towels nearby, you can also dry off in front of a fireplace or a campfire. But oh, we have power. I can demonstrate the dryer. So the towels are wet. Clothing washer. Clothing dryer. I guess I put the books in there. So we'll put the wet bath towels in the dryer. We'll turn it on. Now normally you'd want to be careful with it because they are loud and they will attract zombies, but we're pretty safe on this street. So they're wet bath towels. See, the wetness is going down in the dryer. So if you ever want to dry your towels or even dry your clothes, you can throw them in here. And you can wash clothes in the washing machine if it's plumbed. We don't have it plumbed, so I can't do it now, but maybe we'll create the laundry room of Drunk on Life's dreams. He's always wanted to build a laundry room, so. Good game, says Art. Thank you, thank you. We'll wait till our laundry's done here so I can fold the towels. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, thank you everyone for coming out to check out the stream. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to stop by and hang out with us in the chat. There we go. We have dry bath towels now. We can turn this off. I'll just put them in this cabinet here. So we have them for next time. Thank you for all the likes and all the laughs. We got 13 likes today. Thank you so much. Apologies to Jacksepticeye. We ran out of time today. I'll be sure to get him on the stream soon. Admiral says, good game, lots of fun. Take care. Thank you, thank you. Matthew says, good stuff. Catch you next time. Cheers. Cheers to you as well. Until next time, everyone, safe journey. Keep on keeping on, keep on surviving. And was I going to say anything else? We dried the towels. Oh, one last note with these washers and dryers. If you find the one with the blue top, and if I find one, I'll try to show you or bring it back here to show you. You could right click on it and there's an option. It's a combo washer dryer. You can switch between washing mode and dry mode, so you only need one appliance to save you some space. But these two will work in a pinch, but if you want to be more efficient, that way you don't have to move it from the dryer to the washing machine, get one of those, I think it's blue top machine, you bring it back and you can switch it. Once you get it plumbed, you can do both. Guess I should finish upstairs like I usually do. But thanks again, everyone. I'll be back on tomorrow playing the Sneaky Pete server. Things seem to be getting more difficult, but still fun though. So I will see you then. See you soon, everyone. Till next time. Bye.